doubt, check it out. That's what we were taught back in high school algebra class. We were tasked with solving complicated equations and reminded constantly to double check our answers. Back then, it felt like just another tedious step. I had already solved the problem, so why did I need to go back and verify that I got it right? At the time, it seemed excessive, but as I've grown, I realized just how transformative that simple phrase is, not only in math, but in life. Solving a problem in algebra was one thing, but checking my work afterward showed me how easily errors could slip through if I wasn't careful. That step taught me accountability, the importance of precision, and the value of ensuring that what we believe is true aligns with evidence. This process was preparation for life, though I couldn't see it at the time. Fast forward to adulthood. And when in doubt, check it out has become a guiding principle, especially when navigating complex situations where clarity is scarce. The idea of double checking, of fact checking, isn't just a practical step, it's a powerful tool. In the world of rumors, perceptions, and assumptions, checking the facts can be the difference between clarity and confusion. One of the most defining moments in my life where this phrase became crucial was during the investigation that nearly destroyed my life. Accusations were leveled against me, claiming that I had defrauded the government and even intended harm toward the very people I aimed to help. The initial reports were damaging and inaccurate, painting a picture that was miles from the truth. I remember the panic, the disbelief, and the frustration. I was caught in a wave of misinformation, and it felt like the world had already convicted me. But I held on to that phrase, when in doubt, check it out. I knew the facts were the only defense against the chaos. So I began gathering documents, evidence, anything that could show the truth behind my actions. What I uncovered was invaluable. I found documents that revealed the inconsistencies and errors in the government's procedures. These were errors that had inadvertently led to the accusations against me. I also gathered proof that the money that I was accused of misusing was actually spent on supporting those women and children. That evidence changed everything. Instead of the 10-year sentence that I faced, I was only sentenced to 4 months. This experience taught me that sometimes the truth won't speak for itself. It has to be backed up with hard evidence. In life, believing what we hear without checking the facts can lead us into some of the biggest traps. And in my case, the stakes couldn't have been higher. We live in a world filled with assumptions, often delivered by those closest to us or even ourselves. We're constantly bombarded with messages about who we're supposed to be, what we're capable of, and what's possible. But unless we check the evidence behind these messages, we may find ourselves trapped by beliefs that aren't even true. Think about the messages you've received. Stay in this relationship, even if you're unhappy. Stick with that job. At least it's stable. You're not creative enough to be a content creator. These messages seem authoritative, and without checking, we might accept them. But where is the evidence that we have to settle, conform, or silence our dreams? Cognitive restructuring is a process that can help us challenge these beliefs. It's a technique that's used to confront the negative thoughts and assumptions that keep us in cycles of limitation. This process teaches us to question the validity of our thoughts and to replace irrational beliefs with ones that are grounded in reality and evidence. Cognitive restructuring starts with identifying the thought. For example, let's say the thought is, I'll never be able to pursue my passion. The next step is to examine where this thought comes from. Was it something someone said? A message you internalized? A perception based on fear? Once the thought is identified, you begin gathering evidence. Ask yourself, is there any proof that this thought is true? What are the facts? Many times you'll find that these limiting beliefs are based more on fear than fact. You may uncover that there's actually no substantial reason why you can't pursue your passion. But cognitive restructuring doesn't stop there. It invites you to reframe that belief. Instead of thinking, I'll never be able to pursue my passion, you might replace it with, I can learn the skills I need and create a path that aligns with my passion. It's a shift from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset, opening up possibilities to pursue your dreams. Just as I went through documents to uncover the truth about my case, you have to dig through your own mental documents, those beliefs and assumptions, to discover what's factual and what's holding you back. The process can feel tedious, just like double checking answers in algebra. But the freedom it brings, it's well worth it. When we start believing lies and unproven ideas about ourselves, we lose agency. We let doubt overshadow our capabilities. But when we check out the validity of our beliefs, we regain control and we start operating from a place of truth. No one said you have to stay stuck in a relationship that's unfulfilling. No one said that stability means sacrificing joy. You're not obligated to accept less because others say it's enough. Challenge those thoughts and check if they're rooted in reality or if they're just fears and assumptions passed down. Limiting beliefs are like algebra problems that were solved incorrectly but never checked. They remain uncorrected, quietly dictating our actions. But when we rework them, we find out that we were capable of more than we believed. Checking our assumptions can open doors to solutions we didn't even know were possible. Just as evidence was my defense, your evidence will be your truth. It will be the foundation on which you can rebuild when doubt tries to creep in. Without evidence, we accept limitations as facts, when in reality, they're often just beliefs that need re-examining. What kind of life do you want to live? One confined by unverified beliefs or one led by truth and intention? Every time you check it out, you move one step closer to a life that's guided by what's real, not by assumptions. Evidence dismantles lies. It shows us where we're limiting ourselves. You might discover that the life you desire isn't as impossible as it once seemed. Maybe you're not bound by scarcity. And maybe, just maybe, abundance is closer than you thought. Don't let fear write your story when facts are available to set you free. Every time you challenge a limiting belief, you take back power over your life. You start to see the endless possibilities that lie beyond your doubt. We don't have to be bound by the perceptions of others, by society's expectations, or by outdated beliefs about ourselves. Instead, we can rewrite our story with truth and evidence, creating a narrative that reflects who we truly are and what we're capable of. So remember this: when in doubt, check it out. Dig deeper, question more, and seek the evidence. Your life is too valuable to be directed by anything less than the truth. So stand in your truth. Make sure your beliefs are grounded and let that guide you through. Embrace this commitment to truth as a lifelong process. When doubt arises, use it as an opportunity to check, to verify, and to strengthen your foundation. Because a life built on truth is one that's unshakable. And in the end, that's the life that will set you free. So never forget, challenge every assumption. Seek truth with courage. And when in doubt, check it out. You've got this. Peace and blessings, Dr. O.